This is going to be probably one of the most, if not the most, important things that you've heard and that you need to deal with. First of all, I did a research, and a 3.5 year research, and then another 3.5 years to put the book together, and I put it on ebook and I copyrighted it in 2003. So I've been sitting on this information and nobody has seemed to have gotten what it is that I'm about to say. But anyway, if you look in the Bible, you'll notice that who begat who, which is the most boring part of the Bible, happened to be the most accurate calendar that you could possibly get as far as timing and things like that. So anyway, I used 2012 as a benchmark and I went backwards. So I started at 2012 and I went backwards for 3,600 years. And my suspicion was Planet X and some other reasons of Mayan prophecies and blah blah blah. But anyway, I ran 3,600 years, and when I hit that point, I came to the day of the Exodus, which was strange, but the calendar at that particular time was 360 days a year, and then it moved to 365 and a quarter. So you had hail, fire, brimstone, a lot of things had happened. Palenque, the ruins in South America, it burned in 3,600 years ago. Atlantis was supposedly destroyed 3,600 years ago. So what I'm saying is that something happened and it sped the earth up. We got bombarded. In other words, something came from the heavens and hit earth, and it spun the earth faster and moved us to 365 and a quarter, which is a Gregorian calendar, and you'll see that in the book where I did the research on it. Okay, now I studied sunspot cycles from NASA, and between the north and the south poles of the sun, there's two north and two south actually, and in the middle there's a neutral sheet, and there's a hump in the neutral sheet. And this hump is caused by gravitational waves that scientists say from the greater planets like Jupiter, Uranus, Neptune, so on and so forth. I'm saying that there's something more going on. But anyway, every 1,297,738 days, this hump goes around the sun. Okay, so I divided the Jewish calendar into it, which was at 360 days a year, into 1,297,738, and I got 3,604 years. Okay, that was a breakthrough, and so I did 365 and a quarter into it, and I came up to 3553. Okay, now what has happened is this hump is caused by gravitational wave frequencies pulling on the gravity of the sun, if you want to call it that, and it comes through the solar system every 3,600 years. Now, mankind has apparently gotten amnesia for some reason and has forgotten the reason for the catastrophes and for the land changes and so on and so forth that have happened to the earth. In other words, if you study the Babylonian tablets or Genesis in the Bible, the 7 days of creation, or the 7 days of creation in the Babylonian and the Sumerian writings, you'll notice that there was war on earth. And my point is here that there are many things that have happened on earth, and there are discoveries all over the world of sunken cities and things to that sort that prove what I'm saying is true. But anyway, the Earth got bombarded, and in the very beginning, it was called Tiamat, according to the Babylonian and the Sumerian tablets. And if you take the water away from the Earth and you back the planets up to where it was like Pangea, where it was called, that we've studied in school, you'll notice that it's a half a planet. Okay, half of it was blasted off from an asteroid or a meteor, a comet, whatever you want to call it, and half of it went into the asteroid belt, and the planet has shifted and maneuvered itself around to where it would create another balance. The original calendar that have researched was 354 and a quarter, and this was before the flood. Okay, and then it was at 360 according to the days of the Exodus, and it went to 365 and a quarter. And so at 687 BC, they noticed that the Jewish people practiced the Passover on the winter equinox. Well, they ran out of days of February, and they go to King Hezekiah and say, hey, look, man, we've run out of days of February, we don't know what to do, whatever. Anyway, Hezekiah says, well, I don't know what the deal is, but I will add another month of February, which you will see that in the book, that that would cover that, and you go figure it out, in other words. So their astrologists and astronomists and scribes and everybody did all the math, and they come up with 365 and a quarter. China had written history during this time period. They changed their calendars. The South American people changed their calendars. It happened all over the earth, even though they didn't even know each other existed. Okay, so what I'm saying here is it created Earth. It happened again, and it destroyed the dinosaurs. Okay, it happened again, and the day of the Exodus, a lot of catastrophes hit, and it's due back again. So, using that analogy, you'll notice that the dinosaurs were destroyed by an asteroid, or whatever you want to call it. And if you do all the math and figure it out, you'll notice that the time periods I'm talking about are exact. Okay, so if you use the Gregorian calendar, which we changed to that because the Earth had sped up. Okay, so my point is here is that it's due back again. Okay, so if you take 3,600 years and you add it to the last time that it happened, you come up to right about now. I would say between now and 2025, somewhere in there, 2030, but we're going to get hit again. And it's going to destroy all but 0.02% of the population. The Arctic poles will melt, the ocean will rise 675 feet. There'll be black steam for probably 2 weeks or so at 140 degrees. So anyway, my point, and you can read it in the book, but my point is to be prepared for this onslaught of catastrophe. There's no other way to say it. And now the book that I've written is called the Book of Remembrance, and it's on the website z-time.info. It's $10, and you can order it, and you'll read the information, and you will see a lot of other things in there I put that are very important to the survival of mankind. So anyway, read it, and good luck.